I want to call the meeting of the Childersburg City Council for February 17th, 2026 to order. This time, Council Ivy, would you lead us in the invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance? Sure.
Heavenly Father, thank you for another day. Lord, be with us in all we do, Lord. Let us make decisions that are pleasing to you always and only to you, Lord, not for our own personal gain or anybody's personal gain. Lord, it'll always be for you. Everything belongs to you. You loan it to us. We're so thankful, Lord, that you take such good care of us and love us. Lord, we pray for those who are lost. Help them find a way to come to know that you are the only way, Lord. You are the only way they will have everlasting life and joy throughout their whole life, as well as afterlife, Lord. Most of all, Lord, we thank you for Jesus. In his name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time I'll entertain a motion for approval of the agenda as submitted.
So moved.
I have a motion from Council Ivy, second from Council Wallace. All in favor? 4-0. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Mayor Ken Wesson,
Here.
Councilmember Allen,
Here.
Councilmember Ivy,
Here.
Councilmember Riddle,
Here.
Councilmember Spivey is absent, Councilmember Wallace, you have a quorum.
First item, under old business committee reports, Council Riddle,
I have nothing to report at this time.
Council Wallace. Council Allen,
No reports, Mr. Mayor.
Council Ivy.
Nothing, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Need a motion for approval of the minutes from the regular scheduled meeting held on February the 3rd, 2026.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion from Council Allen,
I'll second.
second from Council Ivy. All in favor? 4-0. New business, item 1, under CLRA, Resolution 2026-05, approval of Resolution 2026-05 to amend PSA Resolution 2025-29 regarding industrial park acreage of potential tenant to 1275 plus minus acres, and to authorize Ken Wesson in capacity as LRA chairman execute future amendments to PSA. Do I hear a motion for immediate consideration?
So moved.
I have a motion from Council Riddle.
I'll second the motion.
I have a second from Council Allen. All in favor? 4-0. Roll call vote. Council Riddle.
Yes.
Council Wallace.
Yes.
Council Allen.
Yes.
Council Ivy.
Yes.
Thank you. I need a motion to adopt Resolution 2026-05.
I'll make the motion to adopt Resolution 2026-05.
I have a motion from Council Allen,
I'll second.
second from Council Ivy. All in favor?
Aye.
4-0. Resolution 2026-05 has been duly adopted by the City Council for the City of Childersburg. Item 2, Resolution 2026-06. Approval to authorize Mayor Ken Wesson or his designee to execute mutual aid agreement between the Childersburg Police Department and Central Alabama College Police Department. Do I hear a motion for immediate consideration?
Mr. Mayor, I just got a quick question on this. Is this just so the police officers can help each other out if needed? That's a financial.
I'm glad you changed it from two police officers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It is. It's pretty similar to agreements we have with other police departments and mutual aid is basically what it is.
Central Alabama employs one full-time officer, correct?
I think, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that means they could come help us if needed, and you guys can also, it's
It
a,
works both ways, yes. Do I hear a motion for immediate consideration? I have a motion from Council Wallace,
I'll second the motion.
second from Council Allen. All in favor? 4-0. Roll call vote. Council Wallace?
Yes.
Council Allen?
Yes.
Council Ivy?
Yes.
Council Riddle?
Yes.
Thank you. I need a motion for immediate adoption of Resolution 2026-06.
So moved.
I have a motion from Council Ivy,
Second.
second from Council Wallace. All in favor? 4-0. Resolution 2026-06 has been duly adopted by the City Council for the City of Childersburg. Item 3, Resolution 2026-07, approval to authorize Ken Wesson or his designee to execute Health Resource and Service Administration Grant application for Fire Ambulance Department Essential Capital Needs with no local match. Do I hear a motion for immediate consideration?
So moved.
I have a motion from Council Ivy,
Second.
second from Council Wallace. All in favor? 4-0. Thank you. Roll call vote. Council Allen.
Yes.
Council Ivy.
Yes.
Council Riddle.
Yes.
Council Wallace.
Yes.
Thank you. This time I'll entertain a motion for immediate adoption of Resolution 2026-07.
Make the motion.
I have a motion from Council Wallace,
Second.
second from Council Ivy. All in favor? 4-0. Thank you. Resolution 2026-07 has been adopted by the City Council for the City of Childersburg. Resolution 2027-08, approval to authorize Ken Wesson or his designee to execute grant application through JMCM Consulting for ambulance vehicle and equipment with a 20% match. Do I hear a motion for immediate consideration?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion from Council Allen,
Second.
second from Council Wallace. All in favor? 4-0. Roll call vote. Council Ivy.
Yes.
Council Riddle.
Yes.
Council Wallace.
Yes.
Council Allen.
Yes.
Thank you. Do I hear a motion for immediate adoption of Resolution 2027-8? Excuse me, 2026-8.
So moved.
I have a motion from Council Ivy,
A second.
second from Council Wallace. All in favor? 4-0. Resolution 2026-08 has been duly adopted by the City Council for the City of Childersburg.
Mr. Mayor, one more question on that. The HRSA grant, this is the first time we've applied for that, right?
Say that again?
The Health Resources and Services Administration?
Yes.
That's the first, but we have gotten an ambulance before with JMC, right?
Yes.
I think like I remember that before. Is this what number ambulance would this be with them?
This would be our third.
And they also the ones that with the ladder truck and the tanker.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Item 5, Alabama League Municipality Voting Delegate. Approval for the following officials to serve as delegate and alternate delegate as designee to cast a vote at the 2026 Annual League Convention Business Meeting. Delegate, Mayor Ken Wesson. First alternate delegate, Council Ivy. Second alternate delegate, Council Wallace. Do I hear a motion for approval?
Make a motion.
I have a motion from Council Wallace,
Second?
second from Council Allen. All in favor? 4 no, thank you. Excuse me. Item 6, Police Department, approval to upgrade and install 8 computers to include 32 gig memory at the Police Department by Municipal Support Solutions in the amount not to exceed $9,760 from Fund 25. Excuse me. Do I hear a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion for approval.
I have a motion from Council Allen,
Second.
second from Council Riddle. All in favor? 4 no, thank you. Item 7, Fire Department approval for Randall Brackett Fire to perform repairs to fire department test pumps in the amount of $5,312.40. Do I hear a motion for approval?
So moved.
I have a motion from Council Ivy, second from Council Wallace. All in favor? 4 no, thank you. Lastly, if everyone's had a chance to look at the invoices, the packets in the invoices are in your packet. I will entertain a motion for approval of invoices in the amount of $309,587.64.
So moved.
I have a motion from Council Ivy, second from Council Wallace. All in favor? 4 no, thank you. First, I'd like to announce the next regular scheduled meeting will be held on March the 3rd, 2026 at 6 p.m. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn to reconvene for a town hall meeting.
Before we adjourn, Mr. Mayor, what about the request from the fire department? We're not gonna approve that today?
No, we'll get it, it's no, time is fine.
And I had a question for our clerk on that. Did we approve any of these accounts? Because it seems like since I've been here 5 or 6 years, we've done this a couple times, I think, where we've come and we have a request. Is there a way we could have an accrual capital account for the fire department that, I don't know, did you have a fund in mind where this money comes from?
I think Mayor Weston said that was gonna be Fund 25.
Is there a way we can put that, have an accrual account for them that goes into our annual budget that they can use for these capital expenses? Or, every year you set aside that money for these larger capital expenses that they need and accrue that so it can be done at any time instead of a special authorization.
Keep in mind, we have a very stringent budget.
Right, but it would not be, it would be from the funds, not the general income, is what I was wondering.
Most of the other funds are restricted. It's not that we can put in for capital improvements. What we have in that Fund 25 can be used. What we have left for the police department.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Do I have a motion to adjourn to reconvene? I have a motion from Council Wallace.
I'll second.
Second from Council Ivy. All in favor? 4 no. Anyone like to address the council?
You know, that we are worried about the.
Ma'am, would you state your name, please?
I'm Gerald Conlon,
And your address, please, ma'am, for the record.
1 Lakeside Drive. I live on Plant Road, and we are all worried about the data center. And we feel that we are being, you're not listening to us. We are a city of Childersburg. We understand the land is the city of Childersburg, but we, the people, we are the city of Childersburg, and we don't want it. Now, we understand that people, that you feel
You're
that.
saying we, who are you speaking?
A lot of people in the city of Childersburg don't want it. But now they're saying, oh, it's a done deal, but there are people that they're willing to fight for it.
There is no done deal.
There is no done.
Well, there's a lot of people are saying it, there's people that work,
Doesn't make it right.
well, I understand that, but I'm just saying, we are trying to give you our voice and say that we don't want it. There are people here in this city in the area, they're not well off, should I say. And I know a lot of them. They have meat on their table for their family because they fish and they hunt. And that's the only way that they have meat. And I believe that this data center will hurt that. I really do. I've looked at for the fishing, I know it'll hurt. We cannot afford the power bills, we cannot afford the water bills. And if it was true that it would not hurt it, there would not be a bill in the Senate right now stating that they're trying to, how should I say it, do something about it. Because we're not gonna do what Georgia does. We're learning from what Georgia does. So it's gonna hurt us in the end. And we can't afford it. We're a small community, we are a poor county. We can't afford all of this. And we tried to talk to you, and we are willing to sit down.
I'm trying to understand how it's gonna,
You say that they're gonna bring jobs.
yes.
Okay,
Well, that's what
and I understand they're saying, the paper mill did all this. The paper mill brought jobs. A lot of people in this town, and I'm not trying to be mean, they are not educated enough to work at a data center. They just aren't. Nor are they have the money to go to school to learn to go to a data center. So I don't understand how that's gonna help them.
Ma'am, I don't understand your concerns. How is this gonna hurt the fishing?
Because it says that they get the cool water, but they dump warm water into.
That's
back
not
into
true.
the-
You can't do that,
It's not
that's
a true
illegal. ADM will not allow you to. I worked at the paper mill for 40 years, and I worked in the department of, we had to treat, and this was actually much nastier than non-contact water. You can't put it back in the river until the river temperature or flow would permit it. And it had to be a certain temperature before it can go back in. Those are all ADM rules and regulations that the mill had to abide by before water was sent back. And the data center will use non-contact water, which means it will not come in contact with any kind of, because it's computers. And so all they'll be doing is using, and what they have planned for this data center is a glycerin-based substance, similar to an antifreeze system on a car where it's recirculated. Matter of fact, I got a call from a resident here in Childersburg that works out at Minneopa, said they actually make that substance out there at the plant in Childersburg that they're talking about using. Any water would just be makeup for the system. And like I said, it's non-contact, and once the temperature is raised back up, then it goes back in the water, in the river at no harm to anything. It's not heated.
I'm just speaking what I've read, just.
Yes, ma'am, I'm trying to understand. I want to hear you, but that's why I'm trying to
When I've seen
understand.
it happen in Wilsonville, when I've seen the signs, because I take my grandchildren to there, I read it, I'm like, why are they so against this?
It was in a residential area.
And I don't blame them for that.
Yeah, it's
And-
right next to the middle school, right?
Yes, right,
So
right
I
next
wanted
to
to know
school.
what it was about, before I even seen anything about it from Childersburg. So I'm thinking, okay, so I read it, so I'm thinking, if you don't want it in Bessemer, you don't want it in Wilsonville, who here in Childersburg thought, oh, I gotta give you some of that?
But
Well, go ahead, Councilman.
the ones in Wilsonville are next to elementary schools, they're close to the schools, ours is out in the industrial one.
There's not a house.
Which is not far from an elementary school.
No, it's.
Yes, it is, it's over 4 miles.
Yeah, it's farther than that. Theirs are actually, from what I read, is from what, 4,000 feet from the school?
Yeah.
It's nowhere near the school.
Well, to me, 4 miles is, if it was a pedophile, you wouldn't want it that close, you wouldn't want it that close.
I'll say, well, I do have young kids in town, and from a health perspective, and let's be clear, this is all a potential project, so, let's make that extremely clear. This may not happen, and we want to be careful about how we address that. I'm more concerned about the safety of my kids breathing the intake from what comes from that paper mill than I am from any potential high-tech industry.
Well, the paper been here longer and has fed
Sure, there's
more
been
people.
some high cancer rates.
And has fed more families.
And just keep in mind, I worked at the paper mill also. I know of at least 30 people that died from asbestos from that paper mill, so it was a hazard also, okay? There was other hazards.
I understand that.
Chlorine
That
dioxide.
paper mill that everybody's knocking.
I've got two friends that can't breathe now because of chlorine dioxide.
That's like hating on Asadale. I know it's a hard job, but it fed a lot of families, including, it fed me and it clothed me, so I'm not gonna say anything about it.
I think the key is we definitely have open ears and every one of us, at least I know I've talked to most of you, are polling people individually. I've talked to a lot of you here in this audience to see what your concerns are, what the thoughts are. And I would say my recommendation would be, let's come with specific questions. And if we can't answer it, we'll do our best to try to find the answers to those questions, because I think there are, factual answers to the hunting and fishing concerns. But the problem is, there's still, as we approved, 3 or 4 council meetings ago, they're still doing due diligence work. It could still fall through. We don't know.
We don't know that the site's even gonna be accepted.
Sir, if you want to come up, you're welcome to, after she's finished.
I'm just Mark Andrews. I was not even aware that there was going to be a data center, but
There's not gonna be yet.
I just had the question, has there been a public hearing on the project or the proposal?
Once we get to the point that we have to make a decision, which we're not to that. Now, we have been in talk, Mark, with a group for 8 months, learning, feeling. We have made a PSA agreement with them that we have property available. This project, if it does happen, is the state of Alabama is involved because of the size of the project. They're heavily involved in this. It's been endorsed by the Army Corps of Engineers, and the base closure group is the perfect spot in this industrial park, because that's what it is. It's an industrial park. Right now they're doing their work out there. There's a lot of people out there right now. They're digging, looking at sinkholes, checking the property, the wetlands, everything's coming into play. So that's what's happening right now. And once that's completed, then I'm sure they'll be reaching back out to us for the next step. And when it gets to the point that we've got to make a decision, then yes, we plan on holding something where everyone can ask questions and whatever is needed.
Well, I'm just thinking, if you have to have to sign an NDA, then there's something wrong.
We haven't signed.
We haven't signed an
I'm
NDA.
just saying, if they make you sign an NDA, something's shady. You're not open. You have to be open.
Well, we understand that, and we haven't signed.
I didn't say you did. I'm saying the company. You
But
can't.
even-
You have to be open. You have to be open.
Yeah.
And if you're not shady, then you will
Well,
be open.
we're trying to be
I'm
open.
talking about the company that wants to build it.
Well, to be fair, most of these projects, it's rare that, they all go under a code name. This is something, if you haven't been.
I understand you said that the last time.
Yes, state of Alabama's assigned a name to it, just a non-descriptive name.
Well, we live here. We're not nondescript.
Keep in mind, I live here too. I don't want
I
to.
lived here too, I've lived here my whole
Well, I'm just
life.
saying,
I don't
all we want is the best for our families.
I don't want
Yes.
anything to happen to anybody in this town. We're here to serve the people in this town. We're not here to serve ourselves. We're not gaining anything out of it. We're not losing anything out of it. I don't want anything to happen in this town that would hurt anybody. I research practically every day about data centers in different states in the United States. Some of them are horrible, some of them are not. But until we sign this agreement, we won't even know what they'll use on the project, or if they do the project. As far as cooling, as far as all that stuff. They've talked to us and told us what their needs might be, but we don't know. And we won't know.
We just ask that you listen to us, and that before anything is signed over, that you listen to the people. That's all we ask.
We will do
We
that.
have
That's not a
been,
problem.
I have personally talked to probably 240 people in town.
Ms. Conlon, I'll just throw out one thing, I've said this to some others individually, and I mean it with as much humbleness. I promise there's no arrogance behind this. We've had the property for 20 years. We're open for ideas. If you've got a better industry that can go out there, or connections, or a good idea, we've had so many fall through, and it's been so frustrating to try to better your community. So I'll push it back to the citizens. If you have a better idea, if you have an industry that can come in and provide jobs, bring them to us. Let's talk to them. But we've been sitting on it for 20 years with no luck. And what I'm seeing is a lot of fear mongering and not a lot of facts. And so that's where we're trying to clear the air with facts instead of fear.
And one of the biggest things is people going out and telling stuff that's not true. And it does scare people when you do that. I mean, do your research. That's what I do. Like I said, I research every
We
day.
are researching it.
Well, do your research.
We are not fear mongers. We
Okay.
merely look at what's going on in our community because we care about what goes on.
And I do too. I live here just like you do, and I don't want
Because
anything
some of
like
us,
that.
well, we'd like to leave, we can't.
I can't either. I can't leave. I'm retired. I'm old. You know, I'm here. That's all there is
Well,
to it.
some of us are reaching right up in there with you, so.
And I don't want anything to hurt anybody in this city. We're gonna look out for the best interest of the people in the city. If there's something to hurt you, we're gonna let you know about it. And you need to let us know if you know a fact about something that we're hurt
Well,
of.
there's just a lot of people that just don't want it, and pure and simple.
But a lot of people listen to hearsay.
And
And I will say, I disagree with one statement you made. There are people smart enough in this town to work at a data center. I personally know a lot of kids that have left this town in search of an opportunity to make more money and technology-based type things.
they don't want to come back.
Well, they've actually called me and asked me, is this a real thing? And there's a possibility that they can come home and work at this place and make that kind of money. So there are both sides of it. It's not, that's why I said, when you said we, I asked, who are you talking about when you say we? But because I have talked to a lot of people too, and there are a lot of people in favor of it. So, I mean, it's on both sides. It's not one-sided. And we're trying to listen to everybody. We're trying to get all the facts that we can get in our meetings with them. We've got a committee that meets, and believe me, there's been some, there are some smart people in this town.
Keep in mind, we're servants. We're here to serve you. You put us in office. We're here to do what is best for you, not for us. What's best for you.
I realize that.
And that's what we want to do.
That's what we're trying to say.
And that's what we want to do. 100%, that's what we want to do.
And everyone sitting at this council has nothing but the best interest of this city at heart, or they wouldn't be doing this, because this is not something, you know, you do. There's a lot of aggravation that goes with this, and a lot of heartache, and a lot of hours, and a lot of research. So we are trying to do our due diligence just like they are, and I don't have all the answers. I'll sit here and tell you that. I don't have all the answers. But I know when evidence is shared with us, scientific evidence that we can see and read and understand, you know, we take all of that into consideration.
Like I said, you have your research and we have ours, and somewhere in the middle, there's something, maybe there's a truth, but we just need to come to a
Keep in mind, I'm on your side. I don't want anything to happen to anybody in this town. I don't want
No,
any bad stuff.
absolutely not.
We just need, maybe we just need to get our researches together, and then we can just go.
Right. Right. Just don't listen to hearsay.
Yeah, we're still researching.
I'd just like to jump in on
What's your
that.
name, please, ma'am?
Jessica Cunningham, I live at 119 Riverwalk Loop. It's technically outside of the city limits, but mostly I just wanted to say that there is a lot of unknowns, so if there is ever maybe a committee or a town council that would be open, that I would be very interested in that. And obviously, I know I'm probably not, I am part of the node data center in Childersburg, but it is naive to think that we can avoid AI. Other places are capitalizing on it, and data centers, whatever, if it's cryptocurrency, data mining, whatever it is. It's kind of silly to assume that we can avoid that. There is potential in it. But I was wondering, sorry.
Tommy,
Time. You were saying that you won't know until the deal is done?
we won't know if we're gonna do the deal until we find out. If they wanna buy the land, then we'll talk with them, find out what they're gonna do, and then we can have a meeting and let everybody know.
Yeah, and I was reading a couple of things that other communities have put in place, a community benefit agreement that contractually holds them to those commitments that they make when they're initially starting. So I didn't know if that was even a possibility.
Well, if we sign a contract, that'll be the commitment.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to fearmonger, or, you know, and I understand that there's a lot of economic development and opportunity in Childersburg.
But not at somebody's expense.
Yeah, and I think, I personally believe it's probably beneficial for more of the people from the anti-data center to be directly involved and know what's going on. If they ever have anyone come talk, I think that would be helpful for them to explain what's going on. There's a lot of comments in that Facebook post saying like, this is what they're gonna run on, but there are also no guarantees of like, that's gonna happen.
Right.
So I think like, and I can only speak for myself, maybe clarification and more direct contact with the company that is, and of course, I know they have non-disclosure agreements, they want to protect their investment, that makes sense. But, yeah, just to maybe ease concerns.
Well, we haven't been asked to sign an NDA.
No, I'm not talking to you about an NDA, I'm saying that they have, you know, it's very competitive.
And yes, it is, and, you know, the group we're working with is actually the people that would construct and build it, and then the way these things work, they sell space to the companies, you know, Amazon, Google's, you know, the AWS's, all of those folks buy spaces, and so, that's how it works. So they just get a commitment for the land and then build the center. They tell us how it's gonna be constructed and all of that, and then
I would just encourage, if there are possibilities, to make those agreements, you know, in stone, so that they hold up their investment in our town, and, you know, and we also benefit from the.
Like again, you know, there's a bill in the legislature right now saying that data centers will pay for anything they need. If they have to have new substations or whatever built by Alabama Power, they will pay for it. The cities of Childersburg will not pay for it.
Yes.
Yeah, especially in Alabama where interest rates are so
and
high.
actually, President Trump released a press release January the 14th saying that the data centers are necessary for the defense of our country. We're falling way behind China.
Yes, I do believe that there's.
And so, you know, you've got to look for the best places where they can locate, and, you know.
Yes, but there are definitely opportunities for them, that is why.
Right.
And so, make it better for us.
Yes.
That's all.
And, you know, there are potential for jobs, you know, they're telling us that, they said this is not a remote operated. They have shared that, you know, that it won't be remotely operated. I know that was one of the things that was being pushed out. They're talking about 300 jobs.
And if they have, there's a contractual guarantee, you know, make sure that they hold up on there, and that's great. I mean,
we've been around a little bit too.
I know, I'm just saying, like, what I am hearing from people that don't want it, those are the guarantees that they're looking for to feel secure.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I want to be that way too. I want to be secure and know there's no danger in it.
Absolutely. My family lives here.
Yeah. Everybody pro and con.
And so, you know, it's,
well, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Anyone else like to address the council?
Hey guys, good morning. Whit Lovelady. I got a little packet for y'all here of what I was trying to address. It's got my data already on it. Should be very self-explanatory. Yes, sir. So what I have, guys, I have a piece of property that I farm and use for recreational use, and it's in the city limits. It's just right on the edge, and then it's kind of like, I think it might have been a mistake at some point, maybe a long time ago.
Where is it exactly?
It's in the map, so if you'll turn to,
Probably better you just told me.
yeah.
It's on 76.
It's on 76.
Okay, they're past Barkill Drive.
Gabriel Melton's over there.
Gabe Melton.
Okay.
So it's down in the bottom, so the front part, the front 21 acres is in the county. And all my bottom land, which is in the flood zone, is in the city limits. So it's got me handcuffed because you can't, discharge firearm in the city limits. So ideally, what I would like to do is get it de-annexed, but I think that's a longer process. I talked with Mayor Weston, maybe it's gotta go through legislation or, because that's the way it works.
This property was annexed into the city, through the Alabama legislature, so the law says that, however it comes into the city, it has to be removed the same means. So it means it would be a legislative act.
Yes, sir. So basically, I'm trying to find a way to unhandcuff my property, whether it's through some sort of permit to be able to discharge firearms in the city limits on that piece of property, or help me figure out a way to de-annex it, or however we can go about it. There, I do have the parcel numbers that are in the city. It's 220 acres that is in the city limits. I mean, it's not like it, but all the 220 acres in flood zone A. So it's not like it could be a future, neighborhoods or any kind of incorporated.
It's out past us, by the sod farm.
Across the creek from sod.
Across the creek from sod.
Yes, sir.
Tommy, you know 76 where you turn on Hartsfield?
Yes.
30 yards on the right, past.
Okay.
So we used to shoot guns when I was a kid.
That's the county. That's the county part of it.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know why the bottom part is in the city. Honestly, I didn't know it was in the city.
Yeah.
And it's been hunted for years, and this is just something where, technically the game warden or if I put livestock down there, it had to, keep predators out or whatever. The game warden writes a ticket every day if he wanted to, or whatever. It's just handcuffs this piece of property, and it's kind of posing a threat to me. Now, I've got their, reason for seeking a permit or help me get it de-annexed. I spoke with Representative Ben Robbins about the situation. I think he was gonna try to, figure a way to be able to run it. I think you gotta run it in the newspaper for a few weeks and then, is that right, Mayor Weston? It's a process.
It's a process, yes.
And then try to get it on this legislative session, down in Montgomery, but it kind of running short on time, so I don't know. I'm asking for your help to be able to unhandcuff.
So 1,300 yards from a deer's house.
Yes, sir. And like I said, it's got a good buffer all the way around it. I mean, it's.
Down at the bottom.
Yes, sir. It's not like there's any way, it's not like I'm asking to do something right in the middle of, a bunch of houses. It's,
Can this be handled with zoning or?
No, it would be the, ma'am? Oh, I thought you said something. He just asking for an exemption, similar to Red Eagle. They're allowed to fire in the city.
something where, can't get a ticket for either. It's not like I'm trying to start a Red Eagle out there or nothing like that. That's not the intent, by any means.
No, I was just
Right, yes, sir.
having an example because they have an exemption.
Is this your personal use, or are you gonna have like a hunting club?
That's a big
This person.
Yes, sir. If it is, like I said, it would be personal with friends. They would have to be with,
And you farm this property now.
Yes, sir. And like I plant, we have cattle and hay operation, so we like to plant, wheat, different things that we were gonna harvest for, silage for cattle. And a lot of times, there's a lot of deer down there, and sometimes they need to be thinned out.
Absolutely.
Kind of part of it. And they handcuffs us on that point as well. And if we end up putting cattle in the bottom or something, there's a bunch of predator, in there.
And I see here you said you had spoken to the neighbors.
I've spoken to several neighbors. Honestly, everybody I knew thought that it was in the county anyway.
are.
And I did too. Because the front was in the county. It is in the county as we speak. For some reason, I don't know why the back got put into the city limits. Because you can see the city limit line is kind of straight and it just
Yeah.
offsets that bottom. So,
In principle, as long as the neighbors are okay with it, I don't have a problem with it, we just gotta know how to do it and
Just need to know what we need to do legally.
legalities.
Legally, go look at it, make sure what we do, what's legal.
how do we go about the de-annex? is this something that,
We can't.
I know Senator Robin or Representative
Yeah.
Robin will have to help with that, or,
Well, all right, now I'm confused. Are you wanting the de-annex or you wanting a permit?
I'd love to de-annex it, but I don't know if that's possible.
Not with us.
Okay. If it's not possible to you, then I'm seeking a permit.
Okay.
That would make sense. That way you wouldn't have to go through a lot of red tape.
Yes, sir, that's right.
Thoughts, Robbie?
They take it over to chief, don't
with permit.
we? So we need to take it over to chief first, chief of police, or do we? Do we need to? Okay. Take it over to chief of police, and then we'll get back there.
All right.
Thank you,
so
Will.
much. Yes, sir.
Real quickly, show you how I'm looking to wrap things up. Dr. Samuel G. Roberson Sr., I'm the Talladega County Extension Director. I just wanted to announce a couple of programs that might be of benefits to the Childersburg citizens. And that is this Thursday and Friday, we're going to have chainsaw safety. For those citizens that might be operating chainsaws, want to learn a little bit more about safety. They're going to be chopping down the trees over at Chocolate Springs. That's going to be at the Talladega County Extension Office is where they're going to start, and they're going to spend a day on Chocolate Springs property on Friday. And then the following week, we have on February 26th, we're going to have a pond management seminar. So we have a gentleman who not only has experience in aquaculture here in America, but he's spent a lot of time in Central America. And so if you have a small pond, a backyard pond, or if you have a large pond on your property and you're wanting to learn some more information about how you might make that pond become more profitable, keep it, appropriate in terms of its pH levels and all that good stuff. That's going to happen on the 26th, and it will be at our Talladega County Extension Office at 132 North Court Street in Talladega. And if anybody would like to get a copy of the flyer or the QR code to register, it's free. Feel free to let me know, and I can let you pick it up off my phone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This time, hearing no one else, I will entertain a motion to reconvene and adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion from Council Ivy.
Second.
Second from Council Allen. All in favor? 4-0. We stand adjourned. Thank you for your attendance.